I mean, feel like they get better every year in terms of buying and selling, just because we keep growing as a business and as a brand. Venue-wise, that's a different fucking story. Going on, guys, we are about a week removed from the 2024 National in Cleveland. Today, we're gonna kind of summarize and wrap up some of the things that happened over there, not only for us, but for like the masses, and in terms of like there's a big traffic problem and the food lines and all that good stuff. We love to talk about that. But overall, it was a great national for us. I still didn't really get to do the numbers yet, so hopefully I'll do that soon. But in terms of like sheer quantity of what we bought, definitely killed it. We picked up about 15 or 16 two-rows full of cards, slabs, raw, all that good stuff. Bought a ton of stuff, sold a ton of stuff over the first few days, just kind of replenishing inventory with cards we had in the back. So if there's an open spot, put a card in there. Yeah, the 2024 National can be described as nonstop for sure. Day by day at the National, it definitely escalated a bit. I always say Thursday is the best day at the National, simply because that's when the big trade nights are. We got there Tuesday. Tuesday's early setup day. We got there bright and early at 8:30. We literally drove our car into the convention center, got to unload everything right by our table, and that shit's tight. You're driving down like aisles, and you got like this much space on each. You got like a foot on each side. I mean, I'm a good driver, but just even then, you got fucking millions of dollars worth of shit next to you on either side. We were right across from Heritage, and that was one of the cool things. Heritage Auctions, literally in front of our booth, had a game used Babe Ruth jersey that they had in their auction, was currently being bid on. It's already at, I think at the time, was at $12 million, so that's crazy. So early setup day, so our goal was get in there, unpack everything, put everything in the cases, kind of have an idea, go through our extra inventory. We had a table in the back where we would just pick out cards, and we wanted to put them in the cases. We set up pretty strategically in terms of like by sport and everything. We had 10 showcases total. We had 3 cases for baseball, 3 for basketball, 3 for football, and then 1 for like miscellaneous, like wrestling, UFC, non-sports, all that good stuff, soccer even in there. So that worked pretty well. And then we had like 10 bargain boxes. By the end of the show, we only left with like just over 3, because like we had to condense a bit. One of the only dealers set up early that people told us, so we did very well that day. We got a lot of rest that night, so that was good. Wednesday is VIP day. Again, we got there early at like 9:30. It didn't really open until I think 3 o'clock, but again, we were set up early, already ready to go. Haven't gotten that work done Tuesday, so made a ton more deals before the show even started. And a lot of the people that are there early are like dealers and people who are able to get dealer badges, so they're trying to beat you up right away. And our mentality the first 2 days is we're not giving shit away. Like if we have a good price on a card, we're not really gonna go down on it. Like we'll negotiate a little bit, but if we have $1,000 on a card, you're gonna offer $850. I know I'm probably gonna get close to $950 for it at some point, so kind of stand and pat on that. Overall consensus of the show was it was really hard to buy there. We had one of the best booths at the show, and I can say that because people came up to us and told us that. We had lines of people at the booth all day long. Like it's like that for us every year at the National, and take pride in that, because I know we have a great booth and we offer great cards and great prices and everything else. So that's pretty dope. Just seeing the lines of people, and it was like a little overwhelming at some points just throughout the whole show. I'm just like, I'm just thinking about it. Like there's fucking 6 people deep trying to like talk to me, and I'm trying to push them off to my guys because they can take care of you just as good as me. But I get it. People want to deal with me because I'm the brand, whatever. But yeah, it was definitely overwhelming. If I had to put the National into 3 words, I would say 1, nonstop, 2, overwhelming, and 3, energy. Those 3 words are very important when talking about the National. In terms of like comparing this to other National card shows in the past, so you had last year in Chicago, year before that AC, 21 was Chicago again. Yeah, that was Chicago in 21. I mean, feel like they get better every year in terms of buying and selling, just because we keep growing as a business and as a brand. Venue-wise, that's a different fucking story. People were complaining about AC, and being from Jersey, AC shits on Cleveland. I don't even think it's a fucking competition. AC, 1, you had good Wi-Fi. 2, there was a shit ton of parking. 3, there was more fucking entrances than 1 getting into the IX Center. And 4, I feel like there was just more space. I feel like it was way more put together. It's easier to get in, easier to get out. It was literally one big room. And so it's been 6 years since I've been there, and I don't remember it being that fucking bad. But it took us 25, 30 minutes to get a mile into the IX Center. I mean, they were destroying you on fucking food. It was $48 for a Cleveland pizza pie. Who the fuck's eating pizza in Cleveland, first of all? There was an Italian truck there on the side that did have pizza. I didn't try the pizza, but I got a meatball parm sub. It's pretty good. Yeah, so I would say that's my main gripe with the National in Cleveland. Everybody loves Chicago. I personally am gonna be a little biased here. Chicago's cool, great walking in and out. You can drive in. I picked my booth this year. Chicago, man, it's fucking far. I know in our preview video, or like my tips and tricks, I said what I was buying and what I was bringing. Football quarterback, like, killed it as expected. Football, like rookie QB stuff was flying. Downtown's kaboons, people love that shit. So those were doing great. I mean, it's kind of, I don't know if it's annoying or not, but people are like, yeah, any downtowns or kaboons? Yeah, they're gone. One thing that kind of surprised me inventory-wise that we weren't really moving was some of the baseball stuff. I don't know if that's too surprising, but football and basketball, like basketball, I went through all our extra inventory like that. I don't even have much basketball left after, but baseball wasn't as popular as I thought it would be. It's the only sport of them that's really in season, so that was a little shocking. Didn't do as well with vintage as I thought either. Again, I only had like half a showcase of it, but didn't really do too well with it. But it surprised me where, again, we started with like, I think it was 10 to 12 bargain boxes of, there's like a couple of them that were $10 and then the rest was like 15 to like, $150 cards. And then in the middle of the show, I added 2 more boxes. We had extra inventory I knew we weren't gonna get put out once it hit like late Friday. So I put 2 boxes of higher end stuff in the middle for people to look at. But starting with 10 to 12 boxes and ending up with like less than 4 at the end of the show, I wish I packed more of that stuff because I came back and there was 2 boxes I totally forgot to grab. Yeah, people are eating up the bargain bins. The $20 to like $60 range was like, people were just pulling stuff out. What can you do for, they had like $700 worth of stuff. What can you do? $650, $625, because we saw the trend there. People were picking stuff out, buying it, not really negotiating too much. So if you wanted to get not a little greedy with it, but if you wanted to lowball me, I wasn't having it. We had one guy, oh boy, this guy picked out $905 worth of cards. That was a sticker price, and he offered us $650, and I was just like, yeah, no, it's not gonna happen. He's like, oh, some of the stuff's overpriced or over comps, whatever. Again, I'm not asking you to buy it. He made an offer, I didn't like it. I said we were too far apart and we weren't gonna make a deal. Pretty simple stuff. But yeah, we killed it with the bargain boxes. Bargain boxes were a big hit. Need more next year. Yeah, there's definitely, like, kids are kind of like a vital part to the hobby. I'm definitely not shocked at how many kids were there trying to buy and wheel and deal. And the amount of kids that had like crazy cards, like I'm talking like $5,000 cards in their little case, it just keeps happening and happening. I think it's unfair to say that these kids are using mommy's and daddy's money. Yeah, you got to start somewhere. You're a fucking 8, 9, 10-year-old kid pulling out these cards. Yeah, mommy and daddy probably gave you some money at one point, but the smart kids are the ones that have cases full of cards and they just keep replenishing, recycling, making deals, and getting better stuff and leveling up. That's what I like to see. But I started small, just buying 10-cent cards, flipping them for $1, $2 if they were good, and then worked my way up. I don't think it's fair to say every kid's mommy and daddy's money. A little unfair. Nothing too major in terms of like celebrities and stuff. I had a media pass. I could have interviewed athletes and shit, and in the backstage I could do it like CSA or Philly. Chauncey Billups was there. That was the one guy I like really wanted to meet, but I just didn't have time to get over there and do it. But National, focused on the business. All right, so as I said, we bought about anywhere from 13 to 15 2-row boxes worth of stuff. I kind of toned down the PC buying. A lot of the shit on my desk right here is PC, and I kind of don't really have anywhere to put it until I get my house, which is in the works, hopefully. That'll be the biggest pickup yet. I really did put a dent in the Riley Green Rainbow. I came into the National needing 6 cards. I picked up 4 towards the Rainbow. So for those of you that don't know, I did pick up the Riley Green 101 Superfractor Rookie Auto, his best card in existence. After picking up the Super, I already had a red and whatnot, so I figured why not cross off the list and go for the others. So I have every Bowman Chrome Auto except for 2 now. I'll show you the ones I did pick up there. That'll be easy enough. I'll start with the highest ones. So I already had one, but I did pick up this one there to upgrade it. Riley Green Purple Refractor to 250. Next up, this is one I needed. The Riley Green Blue Wave to 150. This is if I wanted to go waves or not. Usually people go true color, but that's not a true color, but I picked up, you'll see. I picked up some waves. Another one, this is a true black refractor 75. It's a BGS 9. Got one of those, needed it. Another one I needed, I guess you can consider it a true color because it's not a wave. The Sparkles, Speckle Auto, whatever you want to call it. PSA 10, number 71. And then the big one off the list was I have the True Red, and I'll show them together. So True Red on the right, and I picked up a red wave from a fellow Tigers fan and Riley Green collector. Shout out to you. So I picked up this one there, and I already have the red. So these are both numbered 5. Those are very hard ones to get. The only two I need left, and I'll throw up the edit up here so you guys can see. I need the orange refractor 25, the true orange, and then I need gold wave. That's literally it. So if you see a true orange out there or a gold wave Rider Green 2019 Bowman Chrome refractor auto, that's what I need. Did pick up a ton more in terms of PC, but I want to show you guys three of my favorite. I did pick up another Riley Green Superfractor. This is a Topps Pro debut. Not as crazy as a Bowman whatsoever, but I guess I'm gonna have to go for the rainbow there. This one I love because it's from the 2013 postseason. I watched every inning. Miguel Cabrera game used patch auto from 2014 Topps, commemorating the 2013 Tiger season run, and then won the championship that year. But love this card and brings back some good memories, so that was an awesome pickup. And then I would say probably my favorite PC pickup was this game used MLB logo man, Curtis Granderson, Triple Threads, All-Star Game patch auto. So with all that being said, the 2024 National was absolutely incredible for us. Can't really ask for much more. Very grateful to have a booth there. We're now a priority 4 dealer, which means we did pick our booth for next year in Chicago. There's no waiting games. I got it. Don't have to worry about it. So shout out to the national team. But we will be at booth 945 in the main room, not too far from the sponsors areas and the corporate area again. So that'll be pretty dope. But if you guys have any questions below, feel free to drop them, and definitely check out our national vlogs. We're gonna have about 6 of them up. We already have a few up right now. So go check out the channel, drop a subscription on here. Yeah, guys, more content coming. 2025 National, just about, 11 months and change away. So see you there.